This is the Deathsphere 13, and welcome to an episode of World of Tanks. I'm here on Overlord in my AMX-12T, and before the video gets too much further in, please like the video, and if you think by the end of the video you're going, this wasn't worth it, or yeah, that was definitely worth it, it just helps me out in the long run, and, you know, I hope you enjoy the video anyways. But I'm not really going to be talking about the gameplay. I know, shocking. It's not what I typically end up doing. But I'm going to be talking more of the situation that light tanks are in. I'm pretty sure anyone out there who's going, oh my god, light tanks, no, I am not listening to this load of crap. Just hear me out. Don't leave the video. Unless you already have, but in that case you can't hear this, so don't leave the video. But light tanks are kind of homeless right now. And I don't mean in the sense that they have absolutely no purpose in World of Tanks. They still have a purpose, and they're being left in the game for the same reason artillery is being left into the game. Because it would shift balances around, and it would be a massive, massive nightmare for wargaming. But there is just some things about light tanks that really just rub off the wrong way. Mainly because of how quickly you can get into a Tier 3 light tank and into Tier 6 games. Now, that's pretty brutal right there. Imagine playing for a couple of hours going, oh look, everything else has been a light tank, this one should be fun, and then seeing a KV-2. Oh boy, the first time I did that in my Panzer 1C. I mean, it's probably a freak accident, every once in a while Matchmaker goes, hip-a-dip, and you go there, but it wasn't a fun experience. I'm sitting there going, why can't I do damage? Why can't I do stuff? This shouldn't be happening. And I went, okay, so I'll just go somewhere else, which is why I'm not as far down the German light tank tree line as I am, and I do feel sorry for that guy. Bounces right off the track. He damages it, yes, but it still bounces right off, and I just turn around and kill him. But the matchmaking, early on at least, is very, very difficult to get into. It's basically just you hit the ground running and hope you take off. That kind of thing. Unless you've been playing for a while and you're like, I have a Tier 9 medium. I'm pretty sure I know how to play light tanks, because basically get matched up into as though you're a tier higher. But not only that, the only thing going for light tanks, as of right now, is the ability to hide. Because of how the camo rating works. For those of you who don't know, a light tank could be bombing it down the hill at top speed, and its camo rating is the same as if it were sitting in the bush at the back of the map. And that's the only thing going for it. The gun? Poor. I mean, yeah, if there's tiered as, you know, the rest of the other tanks are tiered, the gun would be decent. However, it's not. It's tiered below its tier most of the time, until you get into the really, really higher up ones, which get close to being mediums themselves. And from there, it only really gets worse. Most light tanks, no armor. You know, a few exceptions, but those are Russians, and we don't count those, because the stats on theirs are just completely broken, and how everything gets labeled for them, complete and utter BS. But anyway, and the maneuverability, one of the quote-unquote highlights of being in a light tank, almost non-existent. I have been, again, Tier 9 games. The top tier mediums faster than this thing. With larger view range, because it's a Tier 8, And better gun. It's a tier 8, so probably has like a tier 9 gun. And the only difference is, when it moves, it loses its camo rating. So, why would you play a light tank? Well, the tier 9 and 10 mediums that come after light tanks follow in suit. However, they are still quite stealthy. I mean, not like tank destroyer camping a bush stealthy, but they're still pretty darn stealthy. But that's my personal opinion. I like driving my light tank. I really, really do. However, one other thing you compare light tanks of your tier and artillery gets kind of difficult to play, especially when you could be sitting behind a tank destroyer and still get killed. But anyway, this has been the Sphere 13, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you gave it a like at the beginning, I hope it was worth it, and if you haven't, if you made it this far, I do recommend giving it a like. Also, if you've made it this far and you want to see more, just check out my channel or subscribe to stay up to date. This has been the Sphere 13. Oh, and I almost forgot one thing. If you have your own replays, please send them into the email down in the description. I absolutely love watching you guys, because you guys are always a lot better than me. So yeah, this has been the Sphere 13, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Signing off. Bye.